Hello, my little Willy. In today's tutorial, I'm sharing how to knit this beautiful blanket. It's made out of garter stitch and it's pretty flexible. Use what you have on hand. We start here in one corner and keep knitting, increasing one stitch on each side. This is part one of the process. Then we have part two, when we start decreasing in one side only, and then we will have part three, when we start decreasing one stitch on each side. This is the other side of the work, and you can combine the colors as you wish, or just use a nice variegated yarn and don't use whatever you prefer. There is another thing that I love from this pattern is that if you don't want to have a rectangular blanket, you can also have a square blanket just by skipping part two of the process. You will see later on. And I have a free pattern for you on my website, sewwilly.net. You will find the link below this video on the description box, just below the title of the video. The size is 100 centimeters by 70 centimeters. So grab your needles, a little bit of yarn, and let's get started. So we need to cast on 5 stitches. Row 1, wrong side of the work. And we start with purl 2, 1, 2, knit, 2 last 2 stitches, and purl 2, 1, 2. Row 2, right side of the work. We start with knit 2. Now we're going to increase 1 stitch using the make 1 left technique. Take the bar between these 2 stitches and put it onto the left hand needle from back to front. And now knit that stitch through the back loop. Now knit 2 last 2 stitches and take the bar between these 2. Put it onto the left hand needle from front to back and knit that stitch through the back loop. This is a make 1 right. The name of this increase is make 1 right. And knit 2, 1 and 2. Every time we are facing the wrong side of the work, we have to start the row with purl 2, 1, 2, and knit 2 last 2 stitches. 1, 2, 3, if you have more. Purl 2, 2. Now, when we are facing the right side of the work, we have to knit 2, 1, 2, make 1 left, put the bar from back to front, and now knit that stitch through the back loop. We have increased 1 stitch. Knit 2 last 2 stitches, and we're going to make 1 right. Take the bar, put it from front to back onto the left hand needle, and knit this stitch through the back loop and knit 2. 1, 2. Row 1 facing the wrong side of the work, purl 2, these are kind of resting rows, we don't have to increase or do anything, and just knit 2 last 2 stitches. Ending with purl 2. So we're going to repeat these 2 rows until we have 7 ridges here. 1, 2, 3, up to 7, ending with a wrong side. And I'll meet you there. Now that I have 7 ridges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 14 rows, we're going to change color. So take the new color, put it back, and just facing the right side of the work, we're going to work row 2. Same way, knit 2, 1, 2, make 1 left, take the bar, put it from back to front, and knit that stitch through the back loop, knit 2 last 2 stitches, and now make 1 right. Take the bar from front to back and knit that stitch through the back loop. Knit 2, 1, 2. And when facing the wrong side, the rows are the same. Purl 2, knit 2 last 2 stitches, and purl 2, 1 and 2. Give a little tug here because it's normal that this stitch is a little bit loose at the beginning. And from now on, every time we want to change color, we are going to count 6 ridges. Instead of 7, just 6. So 12 rows in total. And just repeat row 2 and row 1. Okay, now I have 6 ridges, 4, 5, 6, in the new color, and I'm going to change color again. Sorry, forgot to tell you before that we have to cut the yarn, leaving a nice tail, and same here. So, facing the right side of the work, take the new color and leave a tail, put the old one below and hold it with your fingers, and we're going to need a right side row. So as just as before, knit 2, make 1 left, knit 2 last 2 stitches, and now we're going to make 1 right. Take this bar, put it from front to back onto the left hand needle, knit that stitch through the back loop, and knit 2. Now the wrong side of the work row is as before, purl 2, knit, and when there are 2 stitches left, purl 2, 1 and 2. So repeat these 2 rows until you have again 12 rows in total, or 6 ridges, and I'll see you there. Okay, I completed 12 rows in this new color, and you can continue knitting as we have done until you decide you have reached the length desired. So, how do you know that? You have to measure this part. This is the width of your blanket, and this is the height. So I'm going to change color again. Remember, I'm changing colors every 12 rows. Put this one behind, take this one and leave a nice tail. And now we have to knit 2 rows the same way as we did before. So knit 2, make 1 left, knit 2 last 2 stitches as before, and when there are 2 stitches left, make 1 right. Knit 2. Next row is just a wrong side row, so purl 2, knit 2 last 2 stitches, purl 2, 1, 2. Okay, we have 2 rows in the new color. The 10 following rows go as follows. Right side row, knit 2, 1, 2, make 1 left, just as before, and knit 2 last 3 stitches. Ending with knit 2 together, knit 1. So we have increased 1 stitch here and decreased 1 stitch here. Second row, just as the previous wrong side rows. Purl 2, knit 2 last 2 stitches, purl 2, 1, 2. Now that I have 12 rows in this color, we will start part 3. So take the new color, this one, put it back, hold it, leave a tail, and we have to knit 2 rows just as the previous row. So knit 2, make 1 left, and knit 2 last 3 stitches. Ending with knit 2 together, knit 1. The wrong side row is the same. Purl 2, knit 2 last 2, ending with purl 2. And now we have to work the next 10 rows as follows. We're going to decrease on each side of the work. Knit 1, slip 1 as if to knit, put it back onto the left hand needle, and knit this one and the second one through the back loop. Then knit 2 last 3 stitches, ending with knit 2 together, knit 1. The wrong side row is the same. Purl 2, knit 2 last 2, purl 2. So repeat these 2 rows until you have completed the 12 rows in this color. And then change colors and keep repeating until there are 7 stitches left. So once we have 7 stitches left, we have to work the last row. So facing the right side of the work, remember I have here 7 ridges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, as I had them at the beginning. Those two have 7 and the other ones have 6. So I'm going to knit the first, slip this one knitwise, put it back onto the left hand needle and knit those two together. And now I have to pass this stitch over the last one to bind off. So knit one, pass over. When there are 3 stitches left, we are going to knit 2 together, pass over, knit 1, pass over. So now we can cut our yarn, pull the yarn through this last loop, and we can start weaving in ends. So make a knot in every place you have 2 tails. So pass the tapestry needle below, just close to the edge. This one, the next one to the right, the next one to the left, doing like a zigzag. And now, cut really closely. So this is everything for today, my little Willy. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and happy knitting!